What is going on, everyone? The biggest game of the season is this Saturday. The Houston Texans are traveling to Indianapolis to face the 9-7 Colts. Our records are the exact same. The winner of this game on Saturday advances to the playoffs. It is a win and your win situation. And the winner of that game also has an opportunity to win the AFC South, depending on what happens with the Jaguars and the Titans game. If the Houston Texans can pull this off, this is going to be their biggest win in the past decade. Why? Because in the offseason, no one expected you to be in this spot. Once again, the Texans were supposed to be selecting in the top 3 of the NFL draft and having one of the worst records in the NFL, but no one told that to the Houston Texans. This young team, led by head coach DeMeco Ryans, franchise rookie quarterback C.J. Stroud, defensive stud Will Anderson Jr., they didn't get the memo. And in Week 18, they find themselves 4 quarters away from the postseason. We're going to preview this matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 713 Houston Sportcast. I am your host, Ruben Calvillo. I drop daily Houston Texans content, so make sure you guys are following me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok for the latest news, rumors, and updates. And if you guys are new here to the channel, welcome. Trying to hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of this NFL season. Please help me get there, and thank you all so much for watching today's episode. Now, boys, I will be live streaming me and my guys' reactions to the game on Saturday. A lot of you guys were asking if I was going to do that because the game got flexed to Saturday night. Yes, we will try to be on 10 to 15 minutes before kickoff. We'll have a quick little pregame. Then hopefully we see this Houston Texans team head to the postseason. Look, before we get into this video, both the Houston Texans and Indianapolis Colts deserve to be here. When you look at our seasons, I mean, they kind of have the same storyline. No one expected none of these teams to be fighting for a playoff spot in Week 18. So many injuries throughout the season for the Colts, losing Anthony Richardson, losing Jonathan Taylor. For the Houston Texans, at one point, we were without 4 to 5 starting offensive linemen, losing Tank Dell for the season. So credit to the coaching staff, to both teams, for having their squads in the situation they are in right now. I definitely think DeMeco Ryans and Shane Steichen has emerged as some of the best young coaches in the NFL. And both of these guys should be fighting for Coach of the Year at the awards. However, DeMeco Ryans, I have him winning this one. Now, starting with the Houston Texans offense, man, it is all on number 7. Courage Bernard Stroud V has an opportunity in year 1 to send this Houston Texans team to the playoffs. The last time C.J. Stroud faced the Indianapolis Colts, he went 30 of 47. 384 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. However, this is all the way back in Week 2. This is a new Houston Texans team. This is a new Indianapolis Colts team. Who else went off against the Colts? Nico Collins. 7 receptions, 146 yards, 1 touchdown. Now, we know the Indianapolis Colts secondary is ranked 24th in the NFL, so I expect C.J. Stroud to be able to move the ball through the air. And Nico Collins, I am expecting a wide receiver 1 superstar type of day. Show me that you deserve those contract talks a year before you are set to be a free agent. It will be great to see C.J. Stroud and Nico Collins have a good connection on Saturday, like what they did against the Tennessee Titans. I mean, Nico, 80 yards, it just looked easy for him. Like I said, the Houston Texans could have dropped 50 against the Tennessee Titans. The main difference is the Russian attack in Week 2 was led by Dameon Pierce, 15 attempts, 31 yards, 2.1. Now, at this point in Week 2, we were asking Dameon Pierce, what is going on? Does he need to adjust to this new system led by offensive coordinator Bobby Slowick? Well, in Week 18, we've now realized that Devin Singletary is the primary running back, and Dameon Pierce is just not having a very good sophomore season. I want Devin Singletary to be heavily involved on Saturday like he's been the past couple of weeks. I mean, this dude is averaging 4 to 5 yards a carry. It feels like the Houston Texans have a balanced passing attack now with your running game going and your passing attack going. The offensive line is going to be key. The Colts defense, 5th in the NFL at getting to the quarterback. They had to last week against the Las Vegas Raiders. This Houston Texans offensive line only allowed 1 sack last week, 2 quarterback hits. You got to give credit to Bobby Slowick for doing so much play action, so much pre-snap movement, getting the ball out of CJ's hands very quickly, eliminating any opportunity of CJ Stroud taking a hit. You're going to have to do that against this Indianapolis Colts defense. Zaire Franklin for them, one of the best linebackers in the NFL. You were going to have to try to limit him. But overall, I think the offense does find success. I think this is a high-scoring game on both sides. This game is going to live up to the hype. However, if it is a blowout, then I think the Houston Texans have the opportunity of blowing the Indianapolis Colts out. Because like I said a couple of minutes ago, in games like this, the best quarterback usually wins the football game. And that is CJ Stroud. Now, I'm not putting no flack on Gardner Minshew. He has done a fantastic job this year, just stepping in week 2, being the starter for the whole season, and having 9 wins under his belt. Shout out to Gardner Minshew. Now, switching to the Houston Texans defense, one of the keys is stopping the run game and making Gardner Minshew beat you with this arm. Because even though I just gave him some praise a couple of seconds ago, Gardner Minshew was not a quarterback that could win you a game, but he is a quarterback that could definitely lose you a game. It is going to come down to stopping Jonathan Taylor and Trey Sermon. Both of those guys had their moments last week against the Raiders. 97 yards and a touchdown by JT. A big 27-yard run by Trey Sermon. The Indianapolis Colts have been able to run the football all year, no matter who the running back is. However, the Houston Texans have one of the best run defenses in the NFL. They might be with Will Anderson Jr. and Jonathan Grenard on Sunday. Sheldon Rankins is coming into his own also. This Houston Texans defense, led by D'Amico Ryans, is swarming. I want to talk about Derek Stingley, because Derek Stingley was snubbed from the Pro Bowl last night. He posted a picture of that famous LeBron meme when they went down 3-1 to the Golden State Warriors. You know he is going to lock up Michael Pittman on Saturday. Let's go back to Will Anderson Jr. Only 12 snaps last week against Tennessee, 2 sacks, 6 pressures before he got hurt with the ankle. He had 5 sacks in 4 games. Derek Barnett, who wasn't there last time he played the Colts, a pickup from the Philadelphia Eagles, has been fantastic, a sack and a half last week. Desmond King, who wasn't on the Houston Texans against the Indianapolis Colts, on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ever since you brought him back, he has been lights out. This is a new Houston Texans defense, and they are swarming. With that being said, you have to put pressure on Gardner Minshew. The Indianapolis Colts, they have a very good offensive line. However, we have learned that Ryan Kelly, or have found out that Ryan Kelly, has been walking around with the boot. I think he is a game-time decision on Saturday. But you need to get to the quarterback. This Colts offensive line last week, only 1 sack allowed to Gardner Minshew. This is going to be a clash, ladies and gentlemen. This is 2 teams who no one expected to be here fighting for the postseason. And once you get into the postseason, everyone knows that anything could happen. Linebackers are going to have to be huge with the running back's ability to catch the ball, as well as their tight ends, Mo Alley Cox. And they have this rookie, I forgot his name. I think it's Murray or Mumphrey. Sorry, I'm going to be doing a video with Derek tonight on the Colts Bring the Juice podcast. He will let me know. But Harris County, Christian Harris, shout out to South Sports for coming up with that name, and Blake Cashman are going to be key. Kaimi Fairbairn, your number might be called this game. As you look at the panels, right, when you go look at the Houston Texans versus Indianapolis Colts game preview on the NFL, I see 24-21, 24-23, 24-21, 25-13, 27-24. Games winning by 3. I have the best kicker in the NFL. Ladies and gentlemen, I think the Houston Texans march into Indianapolis and beat the Indianapolis Colts 30-20. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Drop your score predictions. And for more Houston Texans content, y'all feel free to follow me for more. Go H-Town. Have a very blessed day.